This being Labor Day, and when you believe in yourself, life just works. And some people don't know exactly what self-belief is. That's what I'm going to speak about today, and the principle of believing in yourself. See, here's the thing about it. If you do not believe in yourself, you are creating false gods before God, and you're being critical of God because God is within you. God is within you, so it's loving the God that we are in human form, experiencing, growing, expressing, and living life full out. Now, in the Bible, there's a couple of really favorite quotes I have. One of them is from the Psalms of David, Psalm 18. God is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer. In other words, God is my strength and my fortress. God is within me and my deliverer. And when we believe in ourselves, we deliver the goods. We're delivered out of poverty. We're delivered out of hatred. We're delivered out of separation and all those beliefs that are painful. Then it goes on to say, my God is my strength in whom I will trust. My God is my strength in whom I will trust. Now, if the whole world believes in you, if everybody in the world believes in you, they just totally believe in you, and you do not believe in yourself, doesn't mean anything. Their belief in you means nothing. It's really like, if you don't believe in yourself, I want you to get this, if you don't believe in yourself, you have to believe in anybody who will take care of you or approve of you. And when we depend on other people, and sometimes they're going through their own stuff, it's not, it just doesn't work. It reminds me of the Sunday school teacher, and she was asking the children, little girls and boys, asked this question, what is the first commandment? Little Debbie raised her hand, 8-year-old Debbie, I know. And the teacher said, Debbie, what is it? And she said, it was when Eve told Adam to eat the apple. We go around eating apples until we believe in ourselves. Now, there are different kinds of beliefs. There are hand-me-down beliefs. There are beliefs that come out of questioning. And there are beliefs that come out of pure intuition and spirit. The wonderful humanistic psychologist, his name is Dr. Lee Gibson, wrote a book that was a wonderful book called Wisdom the Simple Way, said this. Now, how you can tell if your beliefs are beliefs that are empowering, any belief that causes you pain or suffering is a belief that is there to be changed. Absolutely there to be changed. Here's what Lee said. A belief is a habit of the mind in which a person has confidence. A habit is a consistent behavior, thought, feeling, or action, or lack of thereof, that a person develops over time and through practice. Now, if everyone in the world believes in you, except you, you won't take the risks in life that get you to where you're going. What builds self-esteem is risking and going for what you want, walking through the fear, and all the things that self-help books are written about. I mean, really going for it, really facing your fears and not making your fear a big deal, absolutely. He goes on to say, all beliefs are rooted in personal history and may or may not be relevant in present time. God is not moved by facts. Facts are facts and they keep changing all the time. God is moved in you by your belief. All the holy books say the same thing. Your belief, not somebody else's. I just love it. And, it's like, no matter what the facts are, no matter what the pain is, no matter, there's death and there's sickness and there's poverty and there's separation and there's divorces and there's all this stuff that's happening out there in the world. But you do not have to be moved by those facts if you believe in yourself. Absolutely. And it starts by believing in the power of God in you. Remember what McCain said? I believe in something bigger than myself, something greater than myself. I believe in this country, and I believe in God who created it all. Absolutely wonderful way to state it. I love it. Then Lee says this, beliefs are valid only if they enhance aliveness. A person may be habitually using certain beliefs that no longer support his or her aliveness. Now, most hand-me-down beliefs have you running your own life on somebody else's opinion, on what somebody said. Mom said, Dad said, the school said, the religion said, somebody else picked it up from somebody else. This is a true story. There's a lady I knew, wonderful lady, she had everything going for her, but she didn't believe in herself. And she would share this story about why she didn't believe in herself. She didn't believe in herself because she didn't feel worthy, because she had this story about how mean her father was and how her father left her mother and all this stuff. So here's the belief that she picked up from her mother. Never trust a man, because sooner or later a man's going to leave you. And what her mother suggested, I suggest that you rat hole some money, that you save some money, because it's going to happen. Sooner or later, all men fail. Sooner or later, all men fail you, and you'll just be abandoned. And so she started sneaking money and saving money and saving money. Now, she met a wonderful man and married him, and he just loved her, but he always knew something was unspoken. And he would say once in a while, what's going on? Something you could share with me? No, everything's fine, everything's fine. And they were married for about 5 years, and then he found out. And he was so disappointed that he wasn't trusted, that she didn't believe in herself. If you don't believe in yourself, you're not going to believe in other people. It's a requisite that you believe in yourself first, and then you can believe in other folks. So they wound up parting ways. They wound up splitting up and parting ways. All because she needed to change that belief. And she did later on, and she found another relationship where she could believe in herself in that relationship. Now, the word belief the word be means to exist. The word lief is actually from a Germanic word, means to love. So belief means to love and be an open receptacle for good. To be when you believe in yourself, you are an open receptacle for good. When you don't subconsciously believe in yourself, it's going to come your way and you're not going to see it. You're not going to even know it's there. Absolutely. John Stuart Mill said this. I love this. He said, one person with a belief is equal to 99 who have only interest. Wow. You ever think off the top of your head, that's the saying, I was thinking off the top of my head, and this idea that's not even a belief. That's I'm not sure. Let me think off the top of my head. When I think off the top of my head, I don't get accurate information because it's all about stuff that happened before and subjectified stuff. Now, when I feel from the bottom of my heart, I get the straight stuff every time. That's where God resides, in your heart, in your soul. You have a thinker that's here and a thinker up there. And if I think off the top of my head, I'm wrong about it, mistake about it 70% of the time. It's about feeling from your heart. Feeling from your heart. I remember I heard the story once about the seminar. It was a relationship seminar. There were 100 people there, 100 single people, and there were about 50 men and 50 women. And the seminar facilitator said, you've got to believe with your heart, with your soul, with your emotions, your energy and motion. You've got to believe in it. And this one young lady said, well, it's hard for me to believe in myself. I don't believe in myself. I've never had a boyfriend or anybody who really loved me. That's why I'm here, to try to find out what's wrong with me, to meet people. And he said, it's simple. I want you to stand there and say a word that's really important to you, that you want. Something you want in your life. And close your eyes, forget about the audience, feel it, see it, nurture it, and say it 20 times. And when you say something 20 times with heartfelt feeling and meaning, it becomes yours. And she said, Richard, 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 Richard. She opened her eyes. Not only Richard, but everybody, all the guys in the whole room were headed her way. Absolutely. passion and feeling is attractive. That's the attractive force in your life and my life, absolutely every one of us. Now, I want to say something here. Belief always requires unanswered questions. People who believe in themselves don't know everything. There are people who have a high belief in themselves that have very little formal education, and they're very successful in life, in their relationships, in their spirituality, in their finances, in their health, because they believe in themselves. When you believe in yourself, your mind guides you to the things that are good for you. Absolutely, for all of us. Stuart Chase said this, "For those who believe, no proof is necessary. For those who do not, no proof is possible." You know, you are your own best witness to your experience. Nobody really knows exactly what you want inside, exactly what you feel inside, and you've got to believe yourself, because when you do, you will trust yourself and trust your wants and trust the things in life. Absolutely. Now, I got a great lesson when I was 15 years old about belief, and I'll never forget it as long as I live. There's a man, his name was Jack Pomrose, and I've mentioned him quite a few times, and he was a divorced man, and his wife left, and son didn't like him and all that stuff, and he lived by himself, but he was really a pure soul. Wonderful, absolutely like an adopted surrogate dad. I had a few surrogate dads that were really wonderful men in my life who taught me how to be a man. And so one day he'd always have me help dig septic systems around his house, help him with the electricity, help him do things. And he said, "You know, Brian, I have to go away for 2 weeks, and I want you to do something. I'll pay you well. I got all the lumber there. You can use all my tools. You got the key to my house. You got the key to the work shack. You got the key to everything. I want you to build a shed for me, put a door on it, everything. And I know your dad's a carpenter, so I know you got to be good at it." And I said, "I don't know if I'm that good at it." And he said, "Well, I know that's good enough for both of us. Anything that needs to be changed when I get back, it's all okay." So I put my heart and soul into it. Because of his belief in me, I started to believe in myself that I could build this shed that he wanted to build on his property. And I made sure everything was square and everything was wonderful. And I made a beautiful job. And I was proud of it. And he came back that Saturday and said, "Let's go look at the shed." He looked at it and he looked up and down. "Oh, that's interesting how you did that." And he said, "You put a window in it. I didn't ask you to put a window in it. That's pretty cool. Where'd you found that old window frame and with the glass in it? You did that. That's pretty neat." And I told him why I decided to do that. And he was really impressed with it. And then he reached in his wallet, in his pocket, and pulled out his wallet and pulled out two $20 bills. At 15 years old, I never had a $20 bill at all. $5, life is relative. $5 would have been like 1,000 to me. Two $20 bills. And I said, "Jack, I can't take this. I don't know what to do with this money." And he shoved it in my hand and said, "You take it. You take it. It's yours. You earned it. Believe in yourself." And I said, "I can't. I don't believe in myself enough to accept $40, two $20 bills." And he said, "Here's the thing that changed my life." And he said, "Brian, I want you to believe in yourself even when you don't." And I said, "What?" "Believe in yourself even when you don't." And another thing, Brian, nobody believes in themselves all the time. People who try to believe in themselves all the time never believe in themselves because they're trying too hard. And then he said, "Have you ever," he was wonderful, man. He knew science and he knew psychology and he knew very, very metaphysical. And he said, "Have you ever heard of a science?" And it was 200 years ago called the reverse effect. And I said, "No, what's the reverse effect?" And he said, "I want you to listen to this. Have you ever," well, think about this. Have you ever met somebody and you got their names and then you see them again and you try to remember their names and you can't remember? And the harder you try, the less you can remember. That's called the negative reverse effect. If you try to have high self-esteem, if you try real hard to think about believing in yourself and all that stuff, it doesn't happen. When you stop trying and you make it okay to not believe in yourself, and it's okay to believe in yourself, even if you don't believe in yourself, pow, you got it. You got it. That's when you believe in yourself. So there's no such thing. Jesus the Christ didn't believe in himself all the time. It was evident. He doubted, he prayed, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this thing. Absolutely not. Now, nobody believes in themselves all the time. And when we don't, it's like meditating and giving it to God and just saying, God, you know, I accept your belief in me. I know you are bigger than me and bigger than anything. I know you are the all and everything power, the one mind that I live, move, and have my being in God. And you really tell yourself that, because that is the truth. That is the truth. Neil Donald Walsh, you ever remember a series of books called Conversations with God? Conversations with God. Thank you for that. Wonderful, wonderful set of books. Here's what he said. Beliefs create behaviors. All behaviors. Aren't there such things as automatic reactions? Even those reactions are based on what you believe. What you believe is occurring or could occur. Now, when you think you have to believe in yourself 100% all the time, you feel like you're weak if you don't believe. And that's what takes away your belief in yourself when you think you're you're not enough, you're weak, or you're not good enough. When you make it okay, I'm feeling weak right now, it's a feeling, I'm having it, I do not resist it, I don't feel like enough right now, and let it be your belief, and just it opens you up. It opens you up like a basket to receive it. Absolutely. Neil goes on and says this, you cannot make a long-term change in behaviors without addressing the belief behind them. Without addressing the beliefs behind them. Now, if you think you have to believe in yourself 100% all the time, it's like not believing in yourself at all. He goes on to conclude, Neil Donald Walsh, all behaviors are sponsored by beliefs. You need to believe in yourself to perform, to grow, to enjoy, to love, to prosper, to just be in this world and feel totally, fully alive. I want to close with a story. The story was about a young executive. He was sitting on a park bench in New York, and his hands were down like this. And he was feeling just terrible because his business had gone straight downhill. He was in huge debt. He was canceling the orders and thinking about had to let go of all the salesmen, and his belief in himself was just zero. Just really feeling sorry for himself and angry for himself and doubting himself and all the mistakes I've made and all this stuff. He's sitting there, and this old man came walking up and said, "What's the matter, son?" And he said, "Well, I'm going to have to file foreclosure. I'm in debt. And my business is going downhill. I'm totally out of money. I've got to stop the orders, and this has been a dream of mine all my life." And he said, the old man said, "What's your name, son?" And he told him. The old man pulled out a checkbook and wrote out a check for $500,000. And he shoved it into his hand and he said, "This is yours. It's for you." He looked, it was $500,000. It's a lot of money, especially in those days. $500,000. And it was signed John D. Rockefeller. He said, "Oh my God, this is amazing." The old man said, "Now, what I want you to do is I want you to meet me, same park bench, same time, exactly 1 year from today, same time, 1 o'clock, just like now, and I want you to pay me back the money." And he said, oh, I will. So he left, and when he left, he was so excited and felt so alive. He said, you know, I can do this thing. I've got $500,000. In fact, you know what? I'm not even going to touch the $500,000. I'll put it in my safe until I need it. He doubled the order. He doubled the requests. He put on more salespeople, and everything changed. And his business kept growing and growing and growing and growing and growing, and he became highly successful. His business quadrupled in business, and he had money to share, to spare, and to overflow, and the orders just kept coming in. Then finally the day came when he was to meet the old man, so he goes to the park, and he sat there. He was only there for about 5 minutes, and the old man walked up and he said, well, how are you doing? And he said, it's amazing. When you gave me that $500,000, it changed everything inside of me. In fact, this is the same check I'm going to give you that you gave me that 1 year ago. And he said, I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And he tries to give it to the old man, and this nurse comes walking up and grabs the old man by the hand and starts leading him away. And the young executive says, what are you doing? And he said, well, this man escapes from the rest home about once every month, pretends like he's John D. Rockefeller, and starts giving people checks that are no good. Do you get it? It wasn't the money, it wasn't the check, it was the belief that he deserved the loan of $500,000 and made his life work. You know, life is not what you own. It's not how much you got. It's not who you're with. It's who you are in yourself. And when you take on Spirit's belief in you, the mind of God is your mind, and you make up your own belief. And sometimes, when you don't believe in yourself, it's okay. I'm not going to try to force it. I'm just going to make it okay to not believe in myself, and I'm going to believe in myself even when I'm not going to believe in, when I'm not believing in myself. And then when you really believe in yourself, you don't even wonder about believing in yourself. You just start taking the risks and go for the things that give you aliveness. Life is to be lived fully alive. Aliveness is what we want. We want money because we want to do things that make us feel alive. We want to be in a relationship where we're loved and we share with each other, where the other person is all of who they are, who are all of ourselves, so we can have two people in love together and growing and risking in love together. And it's wonderful. It's not that we want wonderful bodies just to have wonderful bodies. We want bodies so we're alive. And so when you believe in yourself, you take care of your body. When you believe in yourself, you take care of your mind. You keep feeding your mind, keep feeding your soul, and keep feeding your love. When you're in a relationship with yourself, in belief, all the relationships out there are mirrors. That's what I want you. You know, if you look at Labor Day, somebody who really, really has their lives balanced, if you look at a day, there's 24 hours, right? And if you enjoy 8 hours of play, 8 hours of work, and 8 hours of sleep, you're living a balanced life. I think that's why God made a 24-hour day. Or God through us made it. And that's what I want for all of us. And the person, now check this out, the person who loves what they're doing in their work loves that aspect of their lives. The person who loves enjoying sleep and rest and dreaming and all the excitement that happens when we dream has that. And when they have the relationships with other people and love the relationship, love the work, you love yourself in all places. And when you love yourself in all places, there's slippage. And you can believe in yourself, you can not believe in yourself, you can believe in yourself one minute and not the next, and it's all good. I love you, I support you, I'm in it with you, absolutely, and so it is. Thank you. So let's take a moment and let's go within. Please say silently with me. I know that all the relationships in my life, every relationship in my life, follows my belief in myself. The abundance and prosperity is never an amount. It's how much abundance and prosperity that I'm open to as the basket of beliefs that I am. And I'm open to that which gives me freedom, financial freedom. It's never an amount. It's never more, better, bigger, more, better, bigger, more, better. Never something that's ahead. It's something we're following within. And so as we follow ourselves within, I claim for each one of us that we put love into the relationship, that we believe in ourselves enough to love all the way and leave none of ourselves out, that we believe in our God-given talents, know that, as it says in the Bible, we are born with a calling. Each one of us has a talent like none other. We may not be in the same work, the same industry, but our talent is unique to ourselves. And when we believe in ourselves, that talent comes forth. And we allow ourselves to know that we are not our bodies, we're not our personalities. That's something we've made up with the power of God and of us through our minds. We are pure and perfect spirit. So we make a decision to love our bodies as they are right now, and believe in our bodies. They've taken care of us a very long time, and we thank our bodies. And as we nurture our bodies, as we thank our bodies, as we believe in spirit resident in our bodies, everything flourishes. And I say, thank you, Spirit, in each one of us. Thank you, great God, I am one mind. Thank you, thank you, thank you, in me and in each one of us. This is a great day to be alive. A great time in our country, because all there is possibilities right now. And I let go, and I let God, and I call it all good. And it is done with a grateful heart, and so it is. And so it is. So, if the ushers would come forward for the offertory, and if you would join me in the offertory affirmation together, joyfully I give with an attitude of abundance, for I know that as I give, I do receive. Now, while Joan and Ann take the offertory, consider a song of blessing.
I am so blessed, I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful, I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful.
Help me welcome again our one and only Noah.
Apparently a lot of people are naming their kids Nova now. I'm not really very happy with it, because you can't be one and only Nova if people start naming their kids. So, what am I going to do? I'm still the only Nova in Chicago. I've always had that. Okay.
Anything
Jim is on vacation. He's in Hawaii right now, enjoying a couple of weeks vacation. So I really want to acknowledge Tom Hamilton for taking over the sound. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. And let's stand and let's sing our peace song together.
Hello.